Hello, we are Church Folk. My name's Nate.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Seth.
We hope you enjoy the show. I haven't seen that much of you lately, but I heard you lost your way. And you don't need to tell me all your secrets, baby, but I want to help you be okay. I will sing the same old song that I used to, and maybe I will even mean it now. I will no longer be anything more to you than a place to lay your weary head when you're down. I have never been this far from letting you into my heart. I can't calm the storm in you, but I can point you to the one who can. I haven't seen that much of you lately, but I've seen enough to break my heart. And I know that when you can't stop shaking, it's 'cause I broke yours at the start. You bear upon your soul the scars that I gave you, and I can feel you in my bones. When your feet have run as far as they'll take you, I will pick you up and carry you home. I have never been this far from letting you into my heart. I can't calm the storm in you, but I can point you to the one who can. I know exactly how you got this way, and I don't blame you for running from the pain, but you and I are more alike than you can see by light of day. Hey. I have never been this far from letting you into my heart. I can't calm the storm in you, but I can point you to the one. I can point you to the one. Oh, I can point you to the one who can. The name, did I think of it? I think it was like a fun play on words.
Yeah.
And I think my original thought with the name was I think I had the idea for like an album of hymn covers or something like that, and it was going to be Church Folk, and then it got added to a list of like 150 band names on my phone, and we came back around to it as the name.
I think part of the reason we came back around to it too was because Seth on like his lunch break or something, like sketched out that little like church scene that's
right.
in our logo, and it just like for the heck of it, and then I was like, oh, I really like that.
Yeah.
So then we like went with it from there, but yeah, it just kind of stuck.
The One Who Can is deeply personal for me, but ultimately what it's about, though, if I could speak in general terms, is it's about when you realize that you've hurt somebody to the point where you can't really help them anymore. It's a song where I tear myself apart a little bit in it, of just really recognizing where like, hey, these are some ways that I've screwed up, and I really, really would like to fix it, but I realize I probably can't. So it's a tough one, but it's definitely a real one. She said no for what seemed to him to be the 100th time. Does she know that each word she says is killing him inside? So he'll go and take the long way home with hopes to clear his mind. As the smoke rose high, his chest sunk low, the burning in his lungs fought off the cold. His grip was getting tight, his speech was slurring slow, the bottle in his hands felt like home. That's the night a boy learned to regret whiskey and cigarettes. Morning sun breaking through the shades to blind his tired eyes. What's he done? He swore never would he fall to his demise. Down to one, his last hope is adding fuel to the raging fire. As the smoke rose high, his chest sunk low, the burning in his lungs fought off the cold. His grip was getting tight, his speech was slurring slow, the bottle in his hands felt like home. That's the night a boy learned to regret whiskey and cigarettes. As the smoke rose high, his chest sunk low, the burning in his lungs fought off the cold. His grip was getting tight, his speech was slurring slow, the bottle in his hands felt like home. That's the night a boy learned to regret. That's the night a boy learned to regret. That's the night a boy learned to regret. Whiskey and cigarettes.
Yeah, so Whiskey and Cigarettes came from a night of poor decisions and then making some worse decisions to try to correct the first poor decision.
We all grew up in church, and that's I think apparent in a lot of the music. It's sort of a maybe not necessarily it's not gospel music or anything like that, but our faith informs a lot of the songs that we write. And
Yeah.
I can see the tears in your eyes, darling. And I've got a feeling they're just getting started. So let 'em out, and while you're at it, let me in. And any time that you forget the truth, I will remind you again that this is not your fight. All that remains is to revel in the light. Whoa, I see you carrying a weight. I wanna see you lay it down, 'cause you were not built to keep dragging it around. I want you to know that no matter what you do, you can't put out the light that chased the darkness out of you. Ooh. I can see the words on your lips, my dear. And honey, if you let me, I will lend you my ear. I can't hold your heart together, but I can hold you close. And point your face toward the one who makes the broken pieces whole. Remember that this is not your fight. All that remains is to revel in the light. Whoa, I see you carrying a weight. I wanna see you lay it down, 'cause you were not built to keep dragging it around. I want you to know that no matter what you do, you can't put out the light that chased the darkness out of you. That chased the darkness out of you. That chased the darkness out of you. 'cause you were not built to keep dragging it around. I want you to know that no matter what you do, you can't put out the light that chase the darkness out of you. So the light came from, there's somebody I knew who I could see was really, really struggling with their own sort of value, and not even necessarily value, but whether they were good enough. It was someone who I saw failing a lot in their own eyes. And I wrote the song as sort of an encouragement to say, like, look, like, I know you. I know that you are redeemed. I know that you are in Christ. I know who you belong to. And that's not going to change. Like, you haven't earned it, and you can't lose it. And so it was a song that was really meant to just be like a, hey, like, relax. Like, remember what this is actually all about, because it's not you. So it's one that I hope can be an encouragement to people. Not out. We have an album coming out this summer. Name of the album is Letters to Ghosts. And that, do you want to talk a little bit about where the title for that came from?
Yeah, so big thing in a lot of our songs, again, is like just being very real and very human, and a lot of it for us writing songs is a big therapy and a big way for us to process things that we've gone through. And so, like, a lot of mine are written to people that I don't know anymore or talk to anymore, but had an impact on my life in some way, or people that hurt us, or people that we hurt, like Nate was saying, all of those things. A lot of our songs are written about past experiences that we're still processing or were processing at the time. And so they're kind of songs that most of the people that they're to or about have never actually heard. Yeah. And so it's this whole idea of, like, we have these things that we want to say to these people, but there's no way for us to really, besides putting it into a song and kind of pouring our heart out in that way. So that was sort of the whole idea of, like, Letters to Ghosts, these people that used to be so influential and such a huge part of our lives that aren't really around anymore. But we still have things to say. We are Church Folk. We're on all major streaming services. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Music if you like that. We're on YouTube, Instagram. You can find us there, and Facebook. We've got a single out right now called The Light. We have 2 acoustic EPs as well, and we've got our album Letters to Ghosts coming this summer.